Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. This is a message for all of my real ones. It's going to be pretty short and sweet this morning. This is a message for all my single people. Fellas, this applies to you too. But you know, I always talk to the ladies. You need to enjoy your single season. Some people had a real big problem with me talking about how many people are married and in the reality of marriage, realizing how much work. And don't get me wrong, my friends and I, married friends, me married, love our husbands. We are what you would consider happily married. This is not coming from bitter wives, unhappy wives. I'm saying to you that in your single season, you need to do the things you need to do for you, because that is your season to be selfish. That season to focus on you. The season to do your passion projects. The season to fulfill purpose. Explore your interests, your passions. Right? Because why? Because you better enjoy your single season, because if you're wanting to be married because you just have these Instagram love goals and you just want to be a power couple and you just see all the propaganda about marriage, right? Because at the end of the day, you get into marriage and you haven't done what you need to do. And fellas, this is for you too. You too. Get your money up. Start your businesses, pursue your passions, be on your path to what it is you really want to do in life before you add a woman, some babies, all these responsibilities onto your life. Why? Because it gets a lot harder for you to pursue passions and your dreams when you have dependents and people relying on you. So guess what? Very difficult for you to go pivot. Kids don't care about your dreams. They need food, shelter, clothing, sports activities, tutors, better schools. Go move into a house, the smallest house in the neighborhood, so you can put them, but it's still expensive for you. You house poor just because you're making sacrifices for your children so that they can be in a good school district, because that public school over there with the houses you can barely afford has the good school district that's not private and still public. So you sacrificing daddies, you sacrificing mommies. Are you guys listening to me? I've raised 3 grown sons. Grown. Youngest one in college right now. 3. I'm a boy mom. Grown sons. My oldest son just had my first grandchild. He's 28. Already owned his home. Already started a business. Already making 6 figures as a young black man. Why? Because mommy kept saying, baby, you wait. You get solid. You get stable. You get in a position where you're not going to be stressed financially when you add a woman and a child into your situation. Know who you are, what you want to do with your life, and be on the path to that. Why? Because in your single season, this is the time to do that. Fellas, ladies, can I say something else? You want to be out here having fun? Fellas? Can I tell you one of the number one issues with men when they get married? A lot of the time, and I'm talking to my good guys. I need to talk to my good men, because you're guilty of this too. You haven't taken the time to date. You haven't taken the time to have your fun while you were dating. So guess what? You get married and now you still want to be single. You still are interested. Now all of a sudden you come in to your power, your strength, your confidence. You come into your stability. You get a little older. And now all of a sudden women are giving you attention. I could name several very high profile men. Got married younger. And then now in a marriage, and they've come into their gifts, their power, their prominence. They've come into their money. They've come into their success. But guess what? The choice you made at 25 may not be the choice you want at 35. And now you have all these options, or seem to have all these options. You have all this attention because you didn't have fun while you were young. You didn't actually learn yourself, become who you were born to be in those younger years. You done settled down and got married, but now you causing holy hell inside of your marriage. You up here hurting your wife and children because you made a choice out of ignorance because you didn't know who you are yet. Excuse me, I'm taking my vitamins. Didn't know who you were. Tiff Hysteria says, but some people go through a fun stage, get married, and still don't cut it off. And that's a lack of maturity, a lack of spiritual maturity, a lack of self-discipline. Thinking it's acceptable. No, it's not. That's not honorable. Nobody wants to get married to be cheated on. Keep your ass single. If you don't know how to keep it in your pants, you don't know how to not have sex with multiple people, don't get married. It's as simple as that. Don't get married. This is for the ladies too. Don't get married. If you ain't ready to be with one person and be loyal and faithful, just don't do it. It's that simple. And if you're with a woman, fellas, and she's requiring it, and you know you're not even being faithful while you're dating her right now, why get engaged? Don't get married. Don't even get engaged. If you're not being faithful to her while you're dating and you're still sleeping with other people and she doesn't know about it, don't think that that's going to change just because you get married. The lack of self-discipline you're experiencing in your dating phase is not going to convert to discipline all of a sudden because you put a ring on it. Enjoy your single season. If you are single, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'm tired of everyone putting marriage on a pedestal and idolizing marriage. Ladies, especially for you, idolizing marriage when you haven't even enjoyed the season that you're in right now of being single. You haven't even maximized that season, and you're just idolizing marriage as if it is the end all be all to your existence, as if it is going to solve all your problems, as if it's going to heal every broken place in you, as if it's going to solve your money problems, as if it's going to give you the self-esteem you've been missing, as if it's going to literally transform and upgrade your personal, professional, financial, emotional, mental life. And what you don't realize is, no, it just complicates it because you're bringing on an entire other human being with all of their issues too, and all their goodness. I'm not speaking from a negative place. Carrie's amazing. I'm amazing. But does that mean that we're perfect? No, we're bringing all our baggage. So we're wonderful, we're beautiful, we're in love. Yay, me and Carrie. We come together. Guess what? I'm bringing all my baggage from previous marriages, previous relationships, my childhood trauma, all the stuff I'm still working through. He's bringing all his baggage from previous relationships, childhood trauma, culture, programming, conditioning, children, blended families. And we're trying, you come together and you try to make the best of it, and you're trying to work through all the stuff you encounter, and you're taking turns dealing with each other's junk. But does that sound sexy? Does that sound like, oh, vacation photo ops, love goals, right? Does that sound like all these pictures that you see across social media of weddings and vacations and baby photo shoots and maternity photo shoots and, oh, we just closed on our new house. And underneath the photo ops, underneath the perfect pictures is all of the real stuff that goes on in real relationships. And that's with two people who truly love each other and are doing their work and are dedicated to therapy and help and self-growth and awareness and dedicated to not trying to give up on each other. It ain't sexy. It ain't fun. You go through some of your darkest days to get to your good days. You go through some of the hardest times of your life to get to the good places in a marriage. Can I be honest? All of you aren't built for it. Not everybody's built for it. Maybe you're not built to be a wife. Maybe you're not built to be a husband. Maybe you don't know how to tough out a hard time. Maybe you don't know how to face the hard things. Now, I do know some miserably married people. I know a couple miserably married people. Can I tell you at the top of the list what makes them miserable? They're with a partner who's not aware, who won't own their ish, got married too young. They're not compatible with each other the way they were 20 years ago. They're miserable. There's kids involved. How do you disentangle all of this? To try to be divorced at this point is to ruin lives, talking about their children. They're in it for the kids. Financially, it's a mess to think about divorce. So they're miserably married. Miserable. I know people like that. Enjoy your single season. Work on the character and personality traits of what it takes to be a great partner. What does it take to be a great partner? Owning your ish, working on you, listening skills, communication skills, working on the things that you're struggling with in your single season. Are you financially responsible? Are you working on your own emotional self-awareness and emotional intelligence? Are you working through all the issues that you struggle with? What triggers you? Whatever triggers you is pointing to the stuff you need to work on. Are you working on your habits? Are you working on your health, mental health, physical health? Mind, body, spirit. Are you working on being the best person that you can be? Or are you just more of a person that says, I'm good. This is me. Take it or leave it. Guess what? Your take it or leave it people are the people who are literally beating up people inside of marriages and relationships. The people who are abusing people. The take it or leave it people are the people who are toxic and beating up on other people. If that's you, you're the toxic person who hurts other people. The take it or leave it people. This is just how I am. This is just how I was raised. This is just, no, this is just means I don't want to change. This means I don't think I have to change. It means I have you and I got you and I don't have to do anything different because I got you. That's what that means when they say, this is just how I am. This is just who I am. This is just how we are in my family, in my culture, in my upbringing. This is just how I am. No, it means take it or leave it. That's what that means when someone says that to you. It means I'm not changing for you. I'm definitely not changing for me. So whatever is going on, it is what it is. So if you expect anything to change, you probably better not stick around. You better go find somebody else if this ain't good enough for you. And those are your toxic people in relationships who pass the blame on everybody else. It's always someone else. It's the friend. It's the mama. It's your daddy. It's your husband. It's your kids. Everybody else is the problem. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Somebody else is always the problem. You can't take no accountability. Enjoy your single season. Because over on the other side, if you keep idolizing marriage, you're going to end up married because you have some dream of marriage and dream of relationship, some idealistic fantasy land that's not real. It's not real. Nothing in life is a fairy tale. Nothing in life is going to fit the dream you have in your head of how you expect it to go. That applies to business. It applies to relationships. It applies to everything. Nothing is exactly what you think it is. Nothing. 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 That is part of our human psychology. We create these idealistic perspectives of people and our experiences in our journey, and that's not how life is. Life is full of bumps and bruises and ups and downs. It is full of peaks and valleys. And guess what? You learn the most in the valleys. You learn the most in the low places. That's when you're learning your lessons. Not on the mountaintop. You're learning your lessons down in the valleys. You're learning your lessons. The average marriage only lasts 8 years. The average marriage only lasts 8 years. The current divorce rate is 44.2%. Women file for divorce 70% of the time. The divorce rate is starting to come down. I believe it's directly connected to the millennials and how they are going slower and contemplating marriage slower because they understand the risks. They have parents who have gone through divorces. I think people are starting to take it more serious. I think we're going to keep seeing the divorce rate go down as we see marriages that have been contemplated more honest, more awareness, more help, more counseling, more therapy, more coaching, more mentoring. People are becoming more aware of how much work it is. I think we'll continue to see the divorce rate go down. Enjoy your single season, sis. Enjoy your single season. Fellas, enjoy your single season. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Last year, I started saying, I want a life of ease and flow. I want a life of ease and flow. I want a life of ease and flow. I was ready for a transition in my life. I want a life of ease and flow. Ease and flow. It's just my meditation, my intention. I want a life of ease and flow. Well, all of a sudden, as that began to transition and you're sitting there dealing with the consequences of the prayer, because that means whenever you're asking for change, it means God goes to work. God and the universe start orchestrating to deliver that thing to you. Well, guess what's got to change? You. God goes to work creating the circumstances to bring about the changes in your mind, your heart, your life, your money, your marriage, your relationship, your dating, your family, awareness. That's what happens when you pray. That's what happens. And then the circumstances are hard because change is hard. You're going to have to start accepting a new normal when it comes to change. A new normal. It's not always what you think it is. God is revealing and pointing to everything you're needing to unlearn and relearn and the new learning that's got to take place for you to be ready to receive what you've been asking for. That's the tough part. That's the tough part. All right, I love you guys. I told you I was going to be fast today. I'm not going to keep on talking. I love you. Blessings in abundance. Sow a seed into Rebecca Lynn Pope Ministries. If this has been a blessing to you, make sure you sign up for the Divine Dating course. The wait list is open for the Divine Dating course that is coming soon. It's going to be coming very soon, like in the next 2 months, as soon as I wrap up Bait Weight. So make sure you get on the list for the Divine Dating course. That is a femininity, divine alignment, in your power, dating from a place of alignment and peace, make sure you get on that list. If you know you need to do your spiritual healing work, you know that you need to work on you spiritually and hand in hand with therapy, make sure you get the WORK Masterclass. The link is inside of my bio as well. And for the coaches, I have a brand new course coming that's going to be all about 5-figure coaching retreats. So the coaching retreat course is coming as well. So look for the sign up for that for those of you who are coaches who want to learn how to do 5-figure retreats. All right. I love you. Mwah. Blessings in abundance. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.